everyone. So today is my final mermaid look, and so the look I was going for today is going to be inspired by an anglerfish. So this is going to be a deep sea mermaid. This one's kind of a little more hands-on. You're going to be doing a little bit of special effects. I'm using some liquid latex and some some fake nails. I guess they're artificial. And I'm going to be making teeth and gills out of them. So that's kind of an optional thing. If you really want to go over the top, you don't have to, but I figured I might as well make this one the most advanced since it's my last one. So let's do it. Pause. So, before you kind of start rubbing everything in and applying that final layer, we're going to go ahead and apply our gills if you want them. So what I'm going to use to do this is a bottle of liquid latex. I got this at Walmart for $9.84. And what I'm going to do is apply a thin layer of that, let it dry a little bit, and then add a layer, another layer, and then put some tissue paper on top of it. So when the tissue paper and the latex start building up, it's going to eventually kind of make like a second skin. So I am using, I think it's just Puffs tissue, but this was one tissue and it rips apart into 3 layers because I'm fancy and use that 3-ply stuff. So you can go ahead and do that. You want the layers to be as thin as possible, so when you put the latex on them, they kind of get a little translucent. With crimson secrets and forbidden bliss, can't stay still, don't stop that thrill. My bones crave your skin, temptation within, mistakes ignite the silence. Well, we are going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So while this is drying, I'm going to teach you how to make the teeth that you're going to need for later on. So, what I did was I went to Rite Aid and I bought like a big pack of like these nails. They're just fake ones and they're plain. And so I figured out the shape I wanted and I cut them down to little points like this. So I really just used a pair of scissors to do it. You can use nail clippers. You could use probably an X-Acto knife if you really wanted to. I did not. So I used the smaller end. And after I cut one out and got it to the shape I wanted to, I layered it on top of another one like this. And then I just cut the shape out. It's really not hard to do. The hardest part is just not cutting yourself. All right. So here I have one little tooth. And then all you want to do is just take a nail file and file it down to the shape that you want. Just make sure there's no sharp edges or anything like that, and you can just do that for as many sharp little teeth as you want. Also, these are going to look a little thin, so and I don't know if you can tell, but when I hold it up, you can definitely see where my real tooth ends underneath. So to kind of combat that, what I did was I took a trimming from the nail I had, I put it underneath, measured where my tooth was, and butted that piece of plastic up against the bottom, and super glued a second layer in, cut it, sanded it. So then I ended up with teeth that have a second layer of nail in them. and then they're thick enough and then you can't see them and everything's fine. But I'm gonna make a couple more of those since I only have 2 made. And then if my latex is dry, I'll probably apply 2 or 3 more layers to it.
Let's creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
Okay, so my latex is more or less dried. And as you can see, like in the places where the the tissue aren't, it kind of got transparent and it blends in with my skin. So for this next step, you either need to be very confident in your scissor skills or find a different way to do this. I'm very confident in my scissor skills. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these scissors that aren't very sharp, and I am going to try to make a hole. And since this latex is layered on top of your skin, it's going to pull away, and you're going to be able to cut it. And so you're going to want to do that and make a couple lines and make yourself some gills. So now I can start kind of blending this in. Alright, so the color we're going to be using today to put on my face is this kind of like silvery blue color. It's actually a diachrome, so once I put it on my face, it'll have like a purple hue when the light hits it just right. I love this eyeshadow.
Let's creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. rush, can't stay still, don't stop that thrill. My bones crave your skin, temptation within, mistakes ignite the silence. Nightmares creep while you and me repeat.
Okay, so don't laugh at this part, but I kind of want this mermaid to be a little more sexy because she has to lure her prey in after all. And I am not wearing a bra right now, so this is a little awkward.
This bittersweet heat is suffocating.
Enough of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. For this, I'm actually just gonna go ahead and use a straight black. And
Waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
okay, so now that that's done, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is do my eyes. I learned this really lazy, easy technique the other day on how to get like a really crazy, like weird smoky eye effect. And you just need this and like a dark color eyeshadow. Oh hey, 2008 scene kid me, what up? No, but actually, I used to do my makeup like this, and I'm a little ashamed to admit it. Okie dokie. So, the next thing I'm going to do is kind of give myself like a tired look. So I'm purposely going to give myself eye bags, which I know is insane. So I'm going to take this cool tone brown and then just pick up a little bit of that darker color. And right where I can kind of see my natural ones forming, I'm going to put it in and then fade it out with my finger because I'm all about that finger blending. So at some point my camera stopped filming and I'm not sure at what point, but all I've done is I put on a pair of falsies. So yeah. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara on my lashes to help them blend a little better.
Intoxicating touch.
Alright, so all you're gonna do is take your tooth and you're not gonna use a lot. You really don't need to use a lot. Just squeeze enough on. And if this gets in your mouth, it doesn't taste very good. Just as a heads up.
Set my heart on fire.
And I just keep getting cuter. Alright. So I waited to do this till kind of last because it kind of gets in the way. But so what I'm gonna do is use a hanger to make the angler lure. So here is my super awful homemade angler rig. So I took a hanger, bent the hook out a little bit. I fit this to the size of my head, and you want the hook to be in the middle. And then I kind of had this extra piece of hanger in the back, and I wasn't really sure what to do with it. So I think I'm just gonna tie it down with a piece of thread. Ooh. So you're going to take this long piece of hair and you are going to wrap it now. To secure it, I'm going to use a value pin, which I don't know how I'm going to open without my teeth.
Heart on fire, set my heart afire. Yeah.
Right. Alright, so the final part of this costume is going to be my contacts. I waited till the last part to put these in because I can see with them, but it makes it a lot harder, especially if I'm doing something like makeup. So what I'm going to be using are white out contacts. It's a grid pattern across your eyes, so it's not impossible to see, but it definitely is a little more difficult. Alright, and so that is the finished look for my deep sea angler mermaid. I hope you guys enjoyed.